This is definitely not something you hear every day. The band formed in 2010. A couple dudes chilling. Played a lot of Guitar Hero, a lot of video game kind of things. Listened to a lot of music, and said, "Why can't we do this?"
First guitar I ever had was it's called a Peavey Raptor Plus. And I'm sorry, Peavey, but it's a piece of shit. So our EP came out April of last year.
It was a huge building block for, the songs that you hear now. I came in the band 2 months before the EP was released, so I made it in right towards the end of the recording and post-production process of releasing the EP. It was definitely something to be proud of, something good to have to look back on. With the EP out, we were definitely excited about it. It's a huge accomplishment for us as people that just started playing a couple years ago. Kind of showcase what we're capable of to an extent. And as we got more solid members, we kind of look back at the EP and we can do better.
We were trying to be something that we aren't, and that's the way I look at it.
It's been kind of a bumpy ride as far as members go. Kanan and myself are the only remaining original members, but everybody else that's come along has done a great job.
Saw a couple statuses here and there through the band page and through other local bands that Unto Thee was looking for a guitar player, and just got kicked out of my last band. Wasn't really doing a whole lot with music at the moment. I'd always heard their name around here, so I figured why not.
Oh man, we still laugh at Kevin's audition videos, man. He's terrible.
Probably about a week or so after I had sent my second video to the guys, they asked me over to come to practice.
We're glad when Kevin joined in. He really brought another element of musical influences to the table.
2 more weeks after the initial videos, they offered to let me join the band. That's been about 6 months now.
But when I first actually met the band, it was through a classmate. They at the time needed a singer, so I was working on a speech about different ways of singing and screaming and all that stuff. About 3 weeks ago, they messaged me. They're like, "You play bass, right?" I said, "Yeah."
Ryan was the first person I thought of going to when we needed a bassist, just because I noticed he's always sharing our stuff. He's always really supportive of everything we did, and I remembered him saying that he played bass at one point.
They told me memorize the hooks, and from there.
'Cause you had the power to strike me down. Go now from your home. I found a way to bring you down with me. Take you off your throne. Bring you down your knees.
We originally decided to go back to the same recording engineer to record the album. And due to schedules and just lack of reliability, it was kind of hard to really keep to our deadline.
We were about 90% finished with recording back in December, and the quality just wasn't what we thought it would be and what we were told it would be.
So we ended up switching engineers. We'd already recorded drums and almost all the guitars before we decided to restart everything all over again.
So we changed over to Matt with Battleground Studios, and we had to start from scratch, which is for the best, but it's a real pain in the ass.
Live forever, but the conscience don't live it all.
I think fans will react pretty well to the new album. It's got a little bit of everything on it. It's got some heavy songs, some nice, clean, and pretty stuff. A lot of it's really catchy. I think a lot of the fans are gonna dig it.
I think a lot of different people are going to enjoy this album. It's got so many different qualities.
It's got a lot of different elements in it, from heaviness to clean melodic parts to just parts that make you just want to throw down like never before.
Depending on the fan, there's going to be a handful of favorites.
It sounds really different.
A lot of different elements all throughout the album that touch base with every different subgenre.
Once you get into Salem, you get that unique sense of like almost like an eerie, creepy sound to it that just makes the album sound so much different.
You can pick up our album when it's released later on this summer from our website, through iTunes, through our live shows, Amazon, Spotify, all that good stuff.